Hello, hello everyone. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, where, Tuesdays we dedicate to Tom Ford beauty. And welcome back to the Best of Luxury Beauty Week for 2024. Thank you all so much for being a part of this series with me. Truly, thank you. From the brand new releases to the Shop My Stashes, where I just want to remind you to use the beautiful things I know we have. I'm just so proud to share my love for this brand with you. Your support, it means so much to me, and it's truly just been a joy to explore and to share and celebrate the brand Tom Ford with you. So I'm excited for today's lineup, and I cannot wait to dive more into the brand in 2025, of course, because there's already new releases coming out. Oh my goodness. So happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone. Shall we? Happy Tom Ford Tuesday again. I know I probably tell you happy Tom Ford Tuesday enough on Tuesday, but either day you're watching this. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. You're getting a video from me every single day this week. I'm very proud. So I explained this in day one of the Best of Beauty Week, but for this week, especially because in the description box, which is where I list and link everything that we talk about in our videos, the section where I would usually put my makeup details, because it's Tom Ford Tuesday, the full face is Tom Ford. I have now just a link, and that link is going to take you directly to all of the products, listed and organized. That's in my shop, but making it nice and easy for everyone, and I'm still able to put all the important things I need to in the description box for you. But is that everything I need to say? Yes. Okay. Let's get into the best of, some of the best of when it came to Tom Ford this year. So I just have to tell you, this is one of my most used blushes for 2024. This is the Tom Ford Powder Blush in Love Scene, and this is from the Love collection. Now, this has been literally my go-to blush for the year. The formula is smooth. It blends effortlessly. It gives me that perfect flushed look without being too heavy. And the color, I just think it's so stunning. It's a beautiful soft pink with a touch of warmth that works, I feel, for every season. So I reached for this blush so much this year. Ever since I got it, I was not able to put it down, and I love the nice severe dent that I have put in it. I love this formula so much. It's one of those blushes that I can build up or leave it sheer, use a nice big fluffy brush to diffuse it, keep it just soft and pretty, light, just a little something on the cheeks. I love wearing it with absolutely no makeup. I'll do just a bit of skincare, dust a little bit of powder, and then go in with some blush, and that's it. It's just one of those really nice, good, solid performing products that I reach for constantly. Next up is the lip color matte in the shade 100-100. I did tell you already that this was my most used lipstick of the year, and the formula is amazing. It's super creamy, but it's a matte, and it lasts all day. Look how pretty that is. The color is so versatile. It literally goes with any of my looks, whether it be my simple nothing going on or my really bold and extra kind of looks. I am wearing it today. I did top it with a little bit of gloss. Another great thing is I have shared it with you here on the channel and on my other socials, where I literally will use this as a blush. And I love that so much. When I do use this lipstick as a blush, I love how subtle and natural of a flush that it gives. And I often wear it on its own, but then I will, like today, put it with a little bit of a gloss, and it's just gorgeous. And it's one of those lipsticks that if you're looking for a good lipstick that you know you're going to get a ton of use out of, and it's going to be versatile and something that you can wear often with majority of your looks, this is definitely that color. Whenever I don't know what to wear, I just reach for this, and it's great. Oh wow, I just noticed that I pretty much just shared two things from the same collection. But I will say that this Love collection, I really loved it. I loved the Love collection, obviously. Let's talk about the Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Primer. And it's got an SPF of 25. I'll take it. Now, honestly, I do have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with this, but hear me out. The formula. The formula, it's just so thin that my skin literally will drink it up. And I mean, I guess that's a good but not so great thing, but I end up using more than I feel that I should. Okay? Texture and consistency is gorgeous, but I still like it a lot. And despite that, the finish is absolutely beautiful. It gives that soft touch of radiance and glow. And this is what I love to mix with that lipstick that I just shared. Now, on its own, like on a no makeup day, it looks so pretty on the skin. But then when I go in with foundation, it gives my skin that really natural, again, natural radiant glow. So yeah, I may use an obnoxious amount of the product, but I like it enough to justify it. The Tom Ford Slim Lip Color in the shade 150 Open Back. Now I really like this color and I really like this formula. It's smooth, it's creamy, and again, the shade is just absolutely beautiful. But, pretty, right? But here's the thing. For the price, you get just such a small amount of product. Like, let's be realistic here. Okay, and honestly, I'm just not sure how I feel about that. I love the lipstick itself. Okay, the lipstick itself is great. The lipstick itself is great, but I kind of wish I had a little bit more product. It was a little bit more generous in size for the price tag. You know what I mean? It's a gorgeous shade, and the formula is top notch, but it just leaves me a little torn. Ooh, I hate when they do that. All right, this one, it's back in the box. Let's talk about it. This is the Tom Ford Soleil Glow Highlighter in the shade 02 Nude Sand. Now the formula on this highlighter is absolutely stunning. Okay, it melts into the skin and it gives such a beautiful natural glow. But here's the thing. The color just didn't work for me. This tone didn't work out for me, so I ended up not reaching for it. I guess because I couldn't get over how much I loved the, hold on, let me get it. I still love this one from the previous Soleil collection. This is in Rose Irisi. Look at that. Oh. The color on this I prefer over the Nude Sand shade, so I'm thinking of passing it along to one of you. Let me know how you feel about that. It's a gorgeous formula. It just wasn't the right shade for me. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about it. If you're interested in this highlighter, Nude Sand, because besides using it that one time in the video, I used it a couple of other times just trying to force myself to like the product, to really use it because I paid for it. Try to get my money's worth. I promise you, if it doesn't work out, I will find a way, but I just haven't been reaching for it, and I don't think I'm going to. So if you're okay with that, let me know, comment below, or reach out to me on my Instagram, DM me, and let me know if you're interested, and I'll be very happy to pass it on to one of you. Okay, so the Soleil Liquid Lip Blush. I love this. I love this so much. The formula, it's hydrating and it gives that perfect flush of color, and it's super, super easy. It's just like that easy and go, kind of put it on and go type of products. You apply it, it feels very, very comfortable. I'm gonna swatch it. It looks clear, but give it a minute and it's gonna warm up. It's super hydrating. It's that true lip oil kind of feel, but it gives that soft flush, just that soft, perfect, your perfect flush once it warms up to the skin. We're gonna leave it there, so as we keep yapping about the other products, I'll be able to show you how it turns pink, but it gives you and your pH that perfect pink flush, and it's just something I reached for a ton, and it was just super easy, super comfortable. And that new collection that's coming out is coming out with new one of these that I'm really excited about because I bought a ton of these this year. I bought like 4 of them. I love lip oils, chronic dry lip girly, so a product like this was just a hit. Look how this warmed up to that really pretty pink. You see that? Ooh. Ooh, so gorgeous. And I'm very happy to say that this is my second one, so we love a nice new product. Yes, we do. So here's another Tom Ford product that I have like a little complaining to do about or of with for this. The Architecture Soft Matte Foundation. And that does happen to be what we're wearing today, but oh, I don't know, man. Since I bought it, I've kept using it because I said, Monique, you spent on it. You paid for it. Let's make it work some way, somehow. You know what I mean? The coverage is full. But for long period, oh, it's so messy. Oops, sorry. Let's put the cover back on. The cover, it's got full coverage. But personally, for my skin type, which is combo, more dry than anything else, I just find it to wear uncomfortably. And I don't find it to hold up well for long periods, especially around the mouth and my forehead. It just starts to look really cakey and not very Tom Ford. Tom Ford has been some of the best foundations I have worn. So what I do is I'll wear it for shorter periods of time and I make it work because it's nice. But for a long period of time, it just doesn't look the greatest. So overall, it's not my favorite, but I kept reaching for it because I wanted to make it work. I have some of you that love it. Think it's one of the best foundations you've ever tried, and I love that. I truly, truly do, I promise. And then a lot of you also agree that it doesn't wear the greatest. I don't know. So it's, I mean, you can totally prep your skin a certain way to make it work, but that's what I experienced. I'm happy about this one. This makes up for all the bad, okay? This is the Crème blush in Café blush. This one got a lot of love from me this year. I love the packaging too, isn't it so gorgeous? The formula, it's so smooth and blendable. The shade is just, I find it to be like the most perfect, warm, rosy, let's find a good spot for it. Like a nice, gorgeous, rosy blush tone with a little touch of brown. This is what I'm wearing today. I just love how natural of a flush it gives. And I've even paired it with my Love Collection blush right here. Together, they look so gorgeous. I love that layered effect for most days. I find this to be that effortless and just absolutely gorgeous blush. Tom Ford doesn't have a lot of cream blushes. Like the cream duos, contour duos, and highlighting products are great. And yes, he did come out with another cream blush this year, but I mean, hello. This is just so gorgeous. I'm really happy that I have this in my collection. A newbie this year. I have to tell you, again, I know I've said it already, but I'm very happy that Tom Ford has been coming out with, like, you can call them basics, staple basic products that needed a little bit of a revamp in the line. Now that it's owned by Estee Lauder, I like to see it. I do. And this is one of those products. This is the long wearing lip liner in Love's Attention. That's the shade that I have. And that is the shade that I'm wearing now. I kind of went with this because some days I want that, like, that vibe where it's the dark lip liner with a little something, you know? This color in particular, it is a deep, rich, okay, where are we swatching? We're going to swatch it right here. Look how creamy and pretty. Oh my days. It gives that bold, defined lip, and the formula is nice and smooth, and it's long wearing. It doesn't feather, and I really appreciate that. While I am a huge fan of my House of Sillage lip liners, this one definitely stands out, and I'm going to be picking up some more colors for sure. But I'm glad I started off with this one. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to just keep on with the pencil products from Tom Ford because along with the lip liners, the eyeliner's got a revamp. And there's only 3 colors, and I can appreciate that. I'm not going to say I'm not looking forward to some more fun colors because I remember previously there was a green that I had that I loved and a blue and like a rich plum. It's fun having, you know, eyeliners that have a little bit of color to them. So here are these 2 shades that we are loving, and one's in the waterline and one I use to smudge on the lower lash line. But I'm getting ahead of myself. These are the gel eyeliner pencils. One is in the shade Cocoa, which is the darker one, dark brown, and then Cream. They're really creamy. They glide effortlessly. And what's even better is how long they last in the waterline. So look how creamy. You see that? I love it. That was, what was that? Cream. And then Cocoa. What's great is you have time to work with these. So if you want to do a little touch of smudging, you can totally do that. And then it sets. And they don't move, they don't budge, they stay put in your waterline. And I do really like that they're sharpenable. And each one does come with its own sharpener. So you'll always have a nice clean sharpener each time you need it. Now, again, the two shades I'm very proud of because they're very practical and I get a ton of use out of them. They're really just the perfect shades. The brown will add some definition and it's not too harsh. And then the cream shade is what you can put to brighten up your eyes. And I really enjoy them. Definitely became my favorites very quickly. I have 3 eyeshadow quads, eye color quads. Eyeshadows? What are we calling these? They're technically called eye color quad. So yeah, I'm gonna share the top 3 for you that I use that I love the most this year. And for my eye look today, I actually mixed 2 of them. Yay! I'm gonna remove all of these swatches so that we can swatch the eyeshadows. And look at these eyeliners, and this is a wet makeup wipe. Do you see that? I love it. I do have to scrub them. And that doesn't mean you have to scrub them on your eyes. You don't. You just have to use a nice makeup remover, you know? My husband just walked in. So sorry. I'm like totally lost my train of thought. So let's start this over. I'm going to start off with this one. This is Rose Veil. Look how pretty. This, I think, is my most favorite of all of the 3. The shades are perfect. They give just enough touch of color, but it's nice and sophisticated and wearable, and it's really actually super easy to create everyday looks with this one. You can totally build it up for more and create something a little bit more dramatic. I like this for date nights. Course. And I reach for this a lot. I'm very proud of myself. Look at the colors. This is definitely one of my top picks for its versatility and its elegance. Look at these 2. Oh, so gorgeous. So I did mix this one with another eye color quad. But what I did, hello. I went in with the darkest brown here, did that in the outer eye, blended it in the crease. I then went with the pink and kind of used this very softly on a super fluffy brush. And I used this pink shade to kind of diffuse the brown. I then went in with this shade on the lid with my finger. And then I went in the rest with another palette. So let me share that one with you now. This next one is Metallic Mauve. Oh, and this is the one little change that they gave us this year is they gave us the numbers and the finishes. Ooh, thank you. That's how it felt. And I love the comments that you guys shared with me about that. I love y'all so much. But this has stunning shades. And it's that beautiful mix of mauves and metallics that create gorgeous, sultry looks. While I reach for Rose Veil a little bit more, just a little bit, maybe a lot of it, but but this one here, Metallic Mauve, is still a standout, and it's perfect when you want a little bit more intensity, you want a little bit more shimmer. I love the formula. It's nice and smooth and blendable. Honestly, if you love mauve tones, this is it right here. Let me swatch it and then I'll tell you what I mixed in with today's look. Look how pretty. Oh, these are like wet. So gorgeous. And to think, and I probably say this enough, you know this already, but to think that I went through a phase of not liking purple eyeshadow. Crazy. Look how pretty. In comparison to Rose Veil, you can see that metallic mauve is just a lot more metallic-y and shimmery. So this is why I reached for Rose Veil more for like the everyday soft and pretty looks, but this I reached for a lot too. Just because it amps things up a bit. Now, the best part is these shimmery shades, they're not too over the top, because right on the lids, on top of everything I shared with you that I used from Rose Veil, I did go over top with this shade just to really glimmer and glamour it up even more. Love, love, love this. So gorgeous. This is from Soleil Neige 2024, Black Diamond. I really love this quad. I really, really do. It's perfect for creating glam, super glam looks, but then you get a little bit of wearability out of it, especially with this bronzy tone. I just find the shades to be really gorgeous, and I love that you can do quick one and dones. But this sparkly shade here, it's got some severe, serious fallout. And even though the sparkly shade is a little bit more on the heavy fallout side, it gives a little scatteriness, it stays in place once it's on the lid. You're not gonna come at the end of the day and have a ton of, scatter glitter all over. But just do your eye makeup first. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. See, even with this darkest shade here, you're going with a fluffy brush on the outer eye, and you're able to create a bit of depth without getting too carried away. This bronze shade here, it's so perfect for the everyday, like one and done kind of color stories on the eyes. I really like it. And you see how creamy and gorgeous. See, the best part is that with all three of these, you get a little bit of everything. You've got matte, satins, and glimmers and shimmers. And the color stories are very realistic and practical and sophisticated in the true Tom Ford way. Rose Veil, Metallic Mauve, and Black Diamond. Soleil Neige Blush and Highlight Duo in High Altitude. I have to admit, okay, when I first saw this in the ad photos, the ad campaign photos, I didn't think it would work for me, and I almost didn't buy it. But I'm really happy that I did, because I was wrong. I was wrong on every level. I love this duo so much. Like when I mentioned earlier about my other cream blush from Tom Ford, now I have to speak differently because it's not him, it's Estee Lauder. There has not been a cream blush release from Tom Ford in a while. Blush is soft and rosy, and it gives just the most perfect flush, and the highlight is a super natural soft glow. Now, you can keep things soft or you can build it up. We love that. And who does not love and enjoy a nice creamy glow on the skin? I am wearing the highlight portion from this, and I love that you can keep it soft. That nice, soft, easy, everyday kind of vibe, or you can build it up for that versatility, and you're going to get a little bit more intensity, or you're going to keep it soft and natural. So this is just a soft one swipe swatch. I'm going to build it up so you can see that it does so very nicely. Really a beautiful addition to the line, and let me tell you, I love that if you want to keep it nice and juicy and dewy on the cheeks, because obviously it's a cream, you're going to get a little bit of a glowy finish. You can leave it, and it's not going to smear and move all over. Or you can just dust a little bit of finishing powder over top, and it's not going to take away from the shine per se, the glow. It's just going to set it down a little bit. It's gorgeous. It's really, really beautiful. One of my #1 glosses, because the formula is just so amazing, is the Gloss Luxe from Tom Ford. The formula is just, in my humble opinion, unbeatable. They came out, they used to, I believe, maybe they were called something different, but I know Tom Ford used to have glosses that came with the little brushes, kind of like the Chantecaille. Oh, look at this one. Oof, one of my favorites. You see the little brush? Look at the little brush. I I used to love that so much about the Tom Ford glosses, but this formula, this is my number one. And this color in particular is from the Soleil Neige collection. This is Pinnacle. It has like a little tiny bit of glimmer and shimmer to it, but nothing over the top. I just think this I just think this color is very flattering. Look how pigmented. It adds just the right amount of shine. It's not sticky. It's gorgeous. The greatest part about these glosses is once they do dry down, they do leave a little bit of a tint. They nourish your lips and they leave you super, super comfortable. It's just one of the best. I know I've said that enough already and enough. But I really like the Tom Ford Gloss Luxes. And I really like when they come out with the fun limited edition colors. See that little bit of sparkle? What that does when it's on your lips is your lips look so juicy and plump. I'll take it. And very comfortable and hydrated. It's not one of those glosses that once it dries down, your lips are kind of like dried down with it. No, it's great. You got to tell me what some of your favorite Tom Ford products were this year. Comment down below. Let's talk about it. The Best of Beauty Week continues. I'm going to see you tomorrow because, again, we're hanging out this week. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone. Please take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.